Strap up, boys and girls. There's creepy crawlers out there.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to It's NYCFC Forever versus the World. What's popping? As you can see, we got a little different angle today. We happen to be missing a homie, David, who decided to move.
We had to trim some
Trim some of the
bacon.
Yeah. There's plenty of bacon though, you know. Yo, Sanchez, what's up?
How you doing?
How you
All right.
doing?
On this illustrious, what does it say? Tuesday evening.
Yeah, Tuesday. It's Tuesday.
Tuesday evening. We just finished watching
Yo, nothing.
6-0.
Woo! So you got a stamp on your passport and got 6-0.
Yo, someone from the suburbs of Chester, Pennsylvania,
Where
got on a flight at like 5 in the morning.
so
probably,
they had to
this
drive
morning.
to Philly from Chester or Westchester.
From this morning, got on a plane with a layover probably like in Houston,
Could be.
straight into probably DF.
And then had to
And then-
get on a bus.
Went to Querétaro, right? No, it's Pachuca.
No, Pachuca.
Pachuca to go watch your team do
Yeah.
6-0
Damn.
in the Champions Cup. CONCACAF Champions, like,
Son, that's a way to go out. What a way to go out. Nah. But yeah. Oh, if it's one thing we love more than winning, is seeing our rivals just get demolished.
lose
Just
badly.
lose. I don't care that we're not in the cup. Watching you is still fun.
Yes, we currently have the Orlando
So getting waxed by Tigres.
Tigres, because Tigres just beats everybody.
Yeah.
You know, so look at
yeah.
look Gignac cursing out Jason. What's his name? Not Jason.
Nah. Right now, it's Story. I think they got the penalty.
Cursing him out.
Oh yeah, they do got a penalty.
Oh, they do got a penalty. Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't. This whole we got to root for MLS. It's like that was fun. I think for like a year, and then we're like, nah. Nobody roots for the Premier League team when
I will
their
root
team
for-
leave. Nah.
Depending on the MLS team, I might root for you if it's possibly like in this tournament. If it's it depends. It has to be depends on the team, because even like teams like
Well,
LAFC, and if they could be playing like who knows who from Suriname. I'm like, I kind of want to see the other team win. You know, like LAFC. I don't care.
No.
You know,
I'll root for like RSL making a run.
when Seattle was in the final,
That was very.
I had mixed feelings.
That was peak. I feel like that was peak.
I-
Everybody like, oh shit, yo, you could do it.
MLS could do it, but a part of me was like, I kind of don't want them to win. You know, because
They got it. They're
next
the
year
first.
could be us. Type of.
They're-
That's the type of mentality I
You
have.
want to.
Like,
You always want
why
to be
not-
the first.
Why not us?
You always
want
want to be the first.
They're the
but,
first, yeah.
You know.
So,
Nah.
yo, Yousef, what you been listening to or watching to, since we have a lot of we don't have someone hogging up the microphone 40% of the time. We can talk about things we want to talk about.
I can't control Sanchez, as we all know.
You know, like let's talk about topics we want to discuss.
Now, so far this week, I've been heavy rotating some deep house playlists. You know me. I fuck with my EDMs. So I've been playing this deep house mix, but I've been listening to Rhapsody a lot because I fuck with Rhapsody the rapper. If y'all know who that is.
I thought you were talking about Bohemian.
Bohemian Rhapsody. No, Rhapsody. She's a rapper. She's one of the dopest MCs. Her 2017 album should have been album of the year. Lila's World. And her album is dropping soon, so she's been like on a rollout, like a crazy rollout. Like I haven't seen a rollout like this in a minute where it's like very purposeful. Like she's putting up tweets that fans have like shot at her, like, "Yo, when are you dropping the album?" It's been mad years, so it's like, "When are you dropping the album?" Fine, like, "Can you please drop an album?" So she put billboards out with all of that, and this part of the rollout is a T-shirt that gave away the actual date of the album dropping and the name, but only if you have the T-shirt. And the whole thing is that you can still keep it a secret unless you're wearing the shirt, and then you know what it is. But the cool part too is Dave introduced me back in 2018 during the Champions League final.
Mm-hmm.
It was Liverpool Real Madrid. To
Real Madrid won that one.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
But to this guy named Patso, who you got cool with. I think he got cool with him in Europe. Dave is well traveled, and we meet up. He's a designer. Flash forward, he's working on that rollout. He's like the creative director for all this whole thing.
Nice.
So it was pretty cool. She's one of my favorite rappers. But yeah, so my bad. Long-winded answer. I've been listening to Rhapsody a lot this week. You?
I have not been really listening to much lately, besides the NYCFC Forever podcast. Like and subscribe.
Word.
Every Monday or Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually started watching Yellowstone.
Oh.
I'm on season 1. I think I'm on the 4th episode. I did not know what the show was about at all, to be fair. I just knew it was about like cowboys, like people wearing cowboy hats. I didn't know if they were ranchers or the sheriff or what, or thieves heisting trains. I didn't know what it was.
The trailers
I just knew. I've never watched the trailers.
Okay.
All I go by is the link on the Peacock network.
When it tells you
where it says it's like Yellowstone, and it's Kevin Costner who
on a horse
with a cowboy hat.
All right.
I don't know what this is about. So, the blue jeans.
I got them chaps.
I like the big belt buckle. I'm like, all right, like Nycfc buck, all right.
Yo, next week you're gonna see Sanchez with Spurs on.
Yeah.
You're like, hey partner.
Like coming down from Old Town Road.
So it's not hey partners.
It's a little Hey Partner.
Okay.
It's a little Yeehaw. It definitely is a little Yeehaw. It's about like I don't know how to explain it. I don't really know what's really about, but I got the gist of it after 4 episodes, like I said, of a timeless classic of cowboys versus Indians.
Really?
Yeah, in the sense
there's a lot
of
of Native Americans out there, and
the Native Americans are on the reservation and they're beefing with like
what time period this takes place?
Present time.
Wait, shit. So it's like they're on a resi? So they're on a res and
as a reservation versus like a ranch.
Oh shit. Okay.
So according to one
like
of
my
the
ancestors
one of the
were
lines
fighting.
in the show is like a ranch the size of Rhode Island.
Okay, gotcha.
Takes place in Montana. And yeah, it's basically they're bickering for a bunch of things, I guess you could say.
But you fuck with it. You're fucking with it.
I think I'm in.
Okay.
I think I'm in.
A lot of people in, man.
A lot of people are in. That's what I'm saying.
A lot of people in.
And it's 5 seasons already. I looked it up. I think they're gonna do one more season, and then this iteration of Yellowstone is over, and then they're gonna do spin-offs.
Okay.
So
this is like a Walking Dead of. But
I've never watched The Walking Dead.
Me either. I just know there's spin-offs.
Yeah, I guess so.
I like how I set that up, and I was just like, I also didn't.
You should hit me with the Game of Thrones.
With the book, yeah.
Yeah, so now they got their spin-offs as well. But that's what I've been doing, the Yellowstone.
I no doubt. I remember seeing it. The promos were heavy on Paramount when it was on Paramount. It was like the big, I think one of the big hits through Paramount.
Yeah, apparently it was a really big show. You know what I saw? I did it in 0.2 seconds flat. True Detective, the new season.
Oh, I haven't seen the new season.
It's 6 episodes.
I'm very biased to that first season. That shit was amazing.
This one's pretty good. And I liked it. I liked it for
different reasons than you like the first one. Because the first one for me was like it just Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey they just drove that.
No, this show is really good. I think the way it takes place in Alaska, far north in Alaska, the isolation. And I think it's pretty well done. And it's good. The storyline's pretty good. It doesn't really drag as much as a couple 2 seasons ago, or in every
Yeah.
True Detective,
That Vince
there's-
Vaughn season was
and I think in every
atrocious.
True Detective, there hits a point where it kind of drags. It doesn't really hit like a high drag point.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was overall good show for 6 episodes. Way better than the Vince Vaughn one. I
Bro,
don't know
that Vince
what
Vaughn-
they were thinking for that.
That Vince Vaughn was just atrocious.
But
Bullshit. You want to hit? Let's get into these MLS action this week. It's
sure.
It was week 3 of MLS. This is the week where
Match day
Match day-
4
match day 4. Is it match day 4?
because match day
No,
3.
that's match day 3. It was week 3. Where we're recapping the week that was, you know? I feel like week 3 is where you start seeing the habits from teams. You start seeing more of the these are less
Excuse me.
coincidence. These are more concerns.
Was these
sometimes.
anomalies or is this the norm?
Yeah.
And like I could agree, week 3 you can kind of start to
Get a feel.
get a good feel about what, especially if you have all the players expected to have. This is the direction we're going.
Yeah.
Whether it be good, whether it be bad. And for some teams, it's good. For NYCFC fans, it's bad.
Bad. But across town to
I would like you to rephrase that. Use,
I'm sorry.
choose your words
Sure.
wisely.
In that other state, complete other state,
Yes.
complete other
Multiple toes away.
multiple toes away. Dead Bulls, unfortunately, are looking like
Very
they're-
much
like
alive.
very much alive.
Very much
right
alive
now.
right now.
They seem to cooking. So what do you think about their new signing? How this man's kind of just is he living up to it? He's like he's living up to it.
Emil Forsberg. This guy seems to be legit.
Bro.
He seems to be carrying this team and pushing this team. I hate to say it, they got a new coach as well.
Yeah.
It's scary how the Rebels have always had this weird cycle where they like cycle on and off, like every 3 to 4 3 to 4 season windows, and then they wind up popping up
Yeah. Well,
and show up and probably win the Shield type of thing. You know,
like they still
they
make,
had that stretch. They had a 10-year period that every couple years they were legitimate.
yeah, they still make the playoffs, but they're not. They're like we squeezed in.
So
but
do they have the capabilities of doing that again? Hitting that same type of destiny?
I mean, you got homegrowns cooking too. Like
That's what's key.
you know,
That's what's key. They have a core of homegrowns that have been together on the first team at this point a few years.
few years. I mean,
3-4 years.
some of them wanted to leave. I think it was Tolkien that almost left
Yeah.
to the other rebel in Europe. Remember, we are not the only conglomerate in this league, so stop giving a shit about it.
And we're not the farm team.
Word. We are definitely not the farm team. We don't sell
We're the forgotten
forward.
team.
But right now they're playing, and they look like they're gelling together. Mind you, they still don't have
I'm
a
over here with
forward.
my arm all over your head.
I know, bro. This is like a date right now.
Hey.
Yo, Chavina, just
Yo.
what am I? Should I buy candles? What should I do? Nah, but train of thought, this fucking guy. But they still don't really have a forward, and Forsberg or what is it?
Forsberg, yeah.
Dude, he looks like your quality 10 that he's gonna thrive in this league, especially in that. Like they look like they're back into that rebel motion. You know, like yo, we're just gonna go all out, full on attack, because these motherfuckers had rumors coming out this week.
Oh yeah, that was pretty much.
That was a wild rumor. It's a wild rumor.
It's a wild, far-fetched rumor.
Yeah.
Almost to the wishful thinking side of things.
Like,
but
Alright.
if they do something like that,
like almost like
it would show that their front
real.
office are
for real.
invested, and that is outside shots of somehow
From the logo, half court.
getting Timo Werner
Yeah.
to join the Rebels of New Jersey.
And that is crazy. If you have Timo up top, Forsberg pretty much dishing it out, and then you got these two dudes on the wing. Bro.
Lewis Morgan and
Tolkien. And Tolkien plays further back, but he pretty much is just up there. Like
They're legit.
you got a legit squad.
They got a strong. They got a strong. The goalkeeper, Carlos Coronel.
Yeah.
Like this guy is a international. He plays in the national team.
So it's it's just as a City fan.
Sean Nealis, he's been down with them for a long time. I'm looking at their lineup,
Yeah,
man.
no, bro. I'm telling you, these are people who are
Amaya. They've been Token, Duncan, Ely. Like these guys, Nealis, Coronel. They've been there a minute, as a core, and they really like went through their process.
This is why I don't take that Keaton quote from this weekend saying that we have people that don't know how to win yet. This team has not win.
Have never won.
But during the season, they at least right now, last couple of years have been sucking, but they're at least turning it around. They show promise. Whereas in comparison to us, it's like, what the fuck is going on? But they're getting it done. And so they look like they're going to be scary.
Did you notice something about Rebel Arena? I saw the tweet.
Aside from the rain?
I saw the tweets.
I saw you.
There's a couple of differences in presentation. This was their home opener.
In baseball fields, we use tarps to cover the field. In Rebel Arena, they use tarps to cover the seats.
Yeah, so they announced earlier this year. You got the Skittles is back, bro.
Oh,
One nice day out,
son,
and the Skittles is out.
They
bro.
said, "Pa fuera, we outside."
That's crazy. You saw that?
I saw that. I saw this. Watch that replay later.
Rebels made an announcement that they were, how they had like the corners of the stadium, the two corners of the stadium tarped off entire sections, like the whole corners. They said that they weren't going to do that no more. That they were going to open up. They were going to open up all the sections. They were going to open up all the sections, because they were going to enhance fan whatever experience. So watching the highlights and the replays, I noticed that the whole stadium, and looking through Twitter a lot, the whole stadium has about like the top 5 or 6 or 7 rows. You can't really tell how many rows it is.
Funny enough, the corners are the ones that are open now.
Tarped off. No, that's the away section.
Oh,
tarped off all around the stadium. So it's like, wow. Y'all. Yeah. So
it's
on TV,
it has to be that bad.
On TV, they announced like 19,000 or whatever. They might have been close to like 16 or 17,000. It wasn't that far off from that, but it looks more packed because everybody's pushed lower now.
Well, damn, I don't understand how you guys still struggling with like selling out when you have a good stadium. Like it sucks to say that. I hate giving them props, but I think it's universally accepted in this league that Rebel one. It's easily one of the top 3 stadiums of the league. For sight lines, it probably
as a visual,
as a visual, like you not amenities and all that shit. Purely for watching the game, Rebel Arena is a great stadium, and you can't get your crowd over there.
Yeah,
like,
and I feel that like it's sad how just over 10 years ago they were selling out 25K. Now what's the new capacity now? 20K, 19K something?
Gotta be in the 19s probably.
Yeah. So now I never want to hear the stadium was rocking. I'm like, how could the stadium ever be rocking if it's never actually full?
It's receipts, bro. Receipts.
They also did something different. They did like a light show, similar to what Austin, St. Louis have been doing with their green and then the reds lighting, lasers or whatever. Freaking laser beams.
Put a laser on the moon.
And they copied that too. So it's interesting that they're doing things differently.
They got fireworks night all the time.
They have They have a bark in the park night. This season.
They throw everything at the kitchen sink.
I feel like they
throw the kitchen sink.
At times, I feel like they do way more marketing out of the box things that NYCFC does. It's just unfortunately for them, it doesn't work for them. I feel like if our team, our front office, would to do some of the things they would do, like some of the quirkiness, things that they do, I think it possibly be a hit. It's just over there. It's just nothing sticking because
maybe when we have our own place, we can.
Who wants to associate
control
themselves
that?
with that? Nah. Disgusting.
But it was. It was crazy.
Yo, it was raining.
It was
right?
raining like crazy. Yeah.
One of the good things about Red Bull Arena also is that the roofing covers almost the whole stadium's fan base.
If you were in that tarp, if you're sitting in that tarp area,
in the second level, you're not getting wet
you're
at all.
not getting wet at all.
But the players kind of do get wet. The field gets
Yeah,
wet.
the field gets wet.
We've been at games where it was raining and the field
And there's
got
a
clogged.
concrete. It's a concrete base to that field. By the way, that's confirmed.
So I don't know what you're trying to say with that.
Oh, that it's not like it's like a system of anything. It's just they take care of it. It's well kept. Their pitch.
What it has to do with the concrete?
Oh, that it doesn't. It's not like, for instance, like Yankee Stadium has that drainage system.
There's drainage in Rebel Arena.
Oh, there is.
There's drainage in every field now.
Oh, okay.
Some of them are just not good. Some of them are better than others.
I got you. I thought it was more of that sand that they put down absorbs everything. Because they put down the sand before they put down the grass. A Rebel Arena. I've seen videos of them, like the hyperlapse of them putting it together. So that's why I thought that was that. That's why. But I didn't.
Well, either way, I don't want to get into fucking geology
No.
right now,
I
but
got you.
I'm pretty sure that if you wet the dirt, the water keeps going down.
Mm-hmm.
It drains into the earth.
Yeah.
I'm being
with you.
serious. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
with
Okay.
I'm with you.
All right, Bill 9. Well, in Philadelphia, apparently
They didn't.
their
have that.
field probably has no drainage. They
That
don't even
shit-
keep. They don't. That was
Bro.
the first time that field got watered
Dude.
all year, probably when it rains, because that field.
That
First off,
shit-
last week we noticed how that field was horrendous, right?
Horrible. It was yellow.
It was yellow. And how is it that we're like in the same climate basically? The Rebels are in the same climate basically.
It's all. I know you get the pockets of whatever, but
and it's
nah.
the same climate. It's
climate.
the same climate. Philadelphia, New
if
York.
it's cold in Philly, it's cold in New York.
And our fields are looking great. You look at let's see, Cincinnati, St. Louis, all the cold weather cities. Their fields,
They're fine.
Philadelphia's field was
Atrocious.
horrendous. So now it gets a little rain. Woohoo, a little rain.
And then it becomes a lot rain.
And then, but it doesn't matter. It rained all day for NYCFC and that game played. Rebel Arena, it rained all day. Same time kickoff as Philadelphia, it rained all day. The same rain all day, and they played.
Son, you saw how they were trying to squeeze
The squeegee it?
They were using the brooms pretty much as like a squeegee, but it wasn't working because you were just putting the water,
You're just moving the water.
in the same grass.
Yeah.
Son, why are you so cheap? Your training fields are atrocious. Your training field is literally right next to your stadium.
So the
With
Philadelphia Seattle game got postponed.
Yeah, so they didn't play.
Which after what happened with the women's Gold Cup match,
final? Yeah, well,
the semifinal, and the snow game a week or so prior to that, they made the right decision. They're like,
Yeah.
we can't keep doing these natural disaster matches. Yeah,
Naturally, next thing you know, next to Katrina, you just
it's
got a
earthquake
soccer.
and typhoon show up. The natural disasters.
Son,
Do you get the Do you get the wrestling reference?
Mhm.
Do you get earthquake and typhoon? The natural disasters.
No, put me on.
They were a tag team
Oh,
in the early 90s, 92 to 94.
is this a Tifo moment where you gotta be 40 and above?
This might be a 40 and above thing, but I know about them. I know about
Mhm.
earthquake and typhoon. They were the natural disaster. They were combined weight of like 950 pounds.
Hey,
You know, so
I gotta look into that one.
the natural disaster
Yeah.
matches. You know,
They're the ones that's hilarious. That's a good one.
yeah.
Nah, but that's true. It just that stadium. I feel like you gotta invest, bro. You need that money. That's what Twitter's saying right now about Philadelphia, that they have to invest. So maybe not only just invest on the pitch, but on the players, but invest on your stadium, because that grass. I'm telling you, those videos looked horrendous. There shouldn't be a professional soccer pitch that looks like that in 2024 on rain.
Yeah.
Like regular rain.
Yeah, we got to do better about the flooding and the drainage and the basic care of grass.
Yeah. Nah, imagine.
But think about this. It rains every day in Miami.
Yeah.
Every day in Miami.
But I don't think
Their grass is green and their grass is not clogged. It's not sloppy Joe.
Do you think that freaking Miami has played more rain games than like under the sun I feel like a lot of their games are either rainy. It has rained. It will rain, or it is raining.
I have not been to Miami ever in my life that it hasn't rained every day.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like how?
And I've been to Miami a few times, good amount of times,
Yeah.
to say that it has rained every day.
It's a normal day.
At one point in time in the day, whether it be in the morning, the afternoon, or the evening, or at night, it is gonna rain.
So
Whether it be for 10 minutes or for an hour. More than that, maybe not. On rare occasions, it rains all day type of thing. But
they still play.
every day it rains, and they
play.
still play.
And they play.
Yep. And it's like swampland, so it's like there's moisture.
Yeah.
Back to the geology. There's water down there.
There's water.
There's water in that earth somewhere. Not the water is not as far down as it would be in Chester, Pennsylvania. Probably. That's what I'm trying to say.
Nah,
All right.
That shit is just weird. Cause get it out. Get your shit together.
I was a landscaper for a few years.
Yo, bro.
I've done it all, bro.
My man said I put them flowers in the design. I built the hedges.
Nah, I was the grass cutter, man. I like that.
I know
The
that.
little tractor.
All right, you want to hit? Let's hit on this Miami, Montreal, bro.
Well, that's
Because
why
you
I
brought up Miami.
That's why I brought up Miami, so we could talk about this
This
back to reality moment,
Thank
back
you.
to earth moment for Miami. Be like, hey guys,
this
when
is
Messi
what you
leaves,
really. This is what you look like.
you're going back to what you was.
This is what you look. Yo, I will die on this hill. I'm telling you, this team is beatable. This team is beatable. I don't care. Your one key is Messi. Then
That's the thing. Like
I know
for the past 20 years, no one on earth has been able to figure out how to stop Messi.
I know.
Fully.
But he's gonna miss enough matches
you
that
think-
this is gonna be the norm.
You think that someone will finally has his number once he's a 36-year-old MLS player?
I mean,
Chances are it's bound to happen now, right?
I mean,
if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, and it's meant to be now.
what is it? What's it saying? You're due for one.
He's due.
He's due, right?
He's done a lot of winning lately,
He's due for one.
and he took the night off,
Word.
and he had the audacity.
Because he
And
came
you
out
know
of that Nashville where he got quote unquote hurt.
You know what's crazy though about Miami?
Suarez didn't start?
a lot of stadiums throughout MLS having these on the field suites.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
I get it because in Miami at that specific temporary stadium, there is no upper level suites.
And it's all that rafter looking.
There's nothing nowhere to put it because it's a temporary structure. So they had to put the suites in the main level on the field level basically to extend and put seats there.
Get your Mark Anthony suites.
But it's still crazy to me how Messi is not playing the match, and he's sitting 3 feet from the bench in a full-on like borderline romper outfit.
So, if it's one per athlete,
He looked like he got that at the gift shops in South Beach. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The gift shops because you know why? Because I almost bought it too.
yes,
Because it was like $15.
It's
bro.
the
shirt with the shorts matching.
It looked like a Dickie suit of Miami.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
So
He's bought in. Messi bought in. Like he's all in on the.
he's all puppy chulo right now. Yeah.
He probably went.
I said brown Messi. This is brown Messi.
Messi right now, bro.
So he shows up, right? Looking like Liberace.
We're not Liberace.
With his mate cup.
Bro,
in his
he's at the
hand.
match, bro. He's a guest.
I get it.
He's watching.
I get it.
He's just
But it's
watching.
so weird to me how where he would sit is right next to the bench. That's the part that throws me off.
Because he normally would be up in the
Upper level in the suite somewhere. Or,
the camera has to find you, but here the camera's not gonna
Yeah.
doesn't need to find you.
You're right next to the bench.
You're just right.
You're
you get in the wide shot.
Yeah.
No,
That part throws me off all the
yeah,
time.
nah. But he wasn't playing.
Suarez didn't play either, like you
He
said.
didn't start. It was Campana that started. Your brethren,
Yes.
you know, my man. I'm sorry, bro, but that dude does not know how to play ball.
He scored though.
Yeah, but
He scores the hard ones and not the easy ones.
Yeah, I was just like,
I know.
you know.
I've been saying it for years. He scores the hard ones. Don't score the simple ones. Just tap it in.
And talk
Just
about easy goals that should have gone in, bro. This has to be the miss of the season so far. This was crazy.
It could be.
This was crazy.
It could be.
Kokaro, what a name. Who later on had a goal, but he is in on past the keeper.
Beats the keeper.
Beats the keeper. Route one ball. Beats the keeper. He's chilling. All he has to do is bang.
Tap it in with his left, right?
Just go.
He won.
Son, he got a little overzealous. Did a little
All right. So the pass came in.
Nah.
Instead of taking it one time, which he had the time and opportunity to do that.
Dude, he did a whole spin move in the box. He had all the time.
Yeah, once he beat the keeper, like he could have just. But it goes back to one-footed players. I think he doesn't go one time because the one time is on his left foot, and he probably doesn't trust his left foot for nothing. And I'm sorry, but if you're a professional soccer player, bro, or professional athlete that is required by nature to use only your feet to play,
get good at the.
You might be able to use both of them. Besides just to walk and run. And for you not to be able to have the confidence in you with your weaker foot as a professional athlete to shoot a wide open shot to go on goal, it's crazy to me. It's criminal.
Because it would have been a highlight reel type of goal.
It's criminal.
Crazy pass. You beat the keeper. It looks crazy.
Criminal.
Bam. All you have to do is back of the net. You're in 1-0.
So then when he cuts it to his right, it's clear what he's doing. He's trying to set it up for his right foot, but then it allows the time for the defenders to come in and close him off.
And then that's exactly what happened. I always fuck up his name. He looks like I'm from Rocha, defender from Miami, Correro, whatever. Always forget his name. Sorry. Apologies.
Who?
Yeah, he's a defender. If you look up his lineup real quick,
I will.
Defender. He's the one that gets the stop on him. And you could see that he's literally just like, bang, bang, like the way he had to contort his body to get the stop on that goal. That's how easy of a goal he
Christophe?
There you go. Like run
the big lanky guy.
Run that highlight back when y'all get the chance out there. You should see how he contorts his body to get that stop. It's nuts. But Montreal gets the win though. They get the win on it was an extra time late goal.
Listen, beating Miami at home in Miami is massive points for anybody.
You take those points.
You take those points. But Miami had a little they came back. They were down 2-0, right? And then they came back and tied it.
Jordi Alba had a goal.
You
said Campana.
So it shows that even without Messi, you can't back off them. You have to keep at it. Keep at it, because they're without Messi. Look at it. They're one or two special moments away from just
turning it around.
Be scoring.
They're unfortunately I'm gonna just stand on my soapbox of saying that they're gonna not make the playoffs, but I'm well aware that they are that team. When they are there for, like you said, just
losing at home.
Can
Miami,
be big.
Losing at home is big. You
Miami,
can't lose at home.
On an East rival, Montreal,
losing at home into intra-conference team is bad.
It's big, bro. That is big.
If you're gonna lose to the West. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Do it like we do.
If you're gonna lose to the West.
Be like us. Word, because 2 out of 3. Yo, Marco, before we leave Miami, I want to say this. Mark Twellman. Like,
did you just say Mark Twellman?
I said Mark Twellman for some reason. Taylor Twellman. This dude is. I know he did a match on Saturday, but he seems to always be on Miami. Like, he is like default Miami.
He's Joe Buck and Troy Aikman right now. Him and the whoever is next to him.
Son, it's like that permanent assignment.
They're the A team.
They're
1A, 1B, 1C.
Yeah.
And right now, what sells is Messi. Messi is the hot ticket. Messi, the majority of the people probably watching the Messi games. Look, and you know what? The Miami Messi games, they be entertaining. That's what's crazy about it all. Is that at the end of the day, you watch a Miami match against whoever, and it will be entertainment. There will be something in that match that makes you say, "Oh, wow,
bro!" That Nashville Miami game for CONCACAF. 2-2, a lot of little controversies. They're looking like a rival now too. So that when they play in the league, it's gonna be something.
Yeah.
I I'm telling you, I hate to admit it. I'm gonna stand on my soap hill.
On your what?
On my soap hill, my soapbox. I'm gonna stand on this hill. That's what I meant. Let's hit into this Atlanta, New England. No, Atlanta, you consider them still like one of our rivals?
Atlanta?
Yeah, I remember before people kind of consider them a little bit.
That's because
we had some playoff matches.
we had a
with
couple
some chippy ones.
back to back, or we've played them a few times
Yeah.
at this point in the playoffs. And to be fair, they beat us, went on to win the final. We beat them one year. We went on to beat the final. Remember, guys, we did play Atlanta.
Yep.
In that
At
playoff
home.
in 2021 at home. A lot of people don't remember that game. I do.
Yeah, Jose was still a part of it. Like
Who?
Jose.
The photographer?
No, Martinez.
Joseph Martinez?
Joseph Martinez.
He was on that team?
Yeah, he was on that team. He was on the bench, but he came on. That was his last year, I think, of at Atlanta, if I remember correctly. He was on that team.
Really?
Yeah, and then from Atlanta, he went to Miami. And then Miami, Montreal, he got the assist, actually.
Okay.
For the game winner assist.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
But they got a new man up top in Atlanta. The new god of the new. What would be his
The Greek god of Atlantis.
Yo, my man.
Atlantis.
He said he started off a little slow. He was a little iffy, but New England came to town and he was like, "Nah, man, this is gonna be my party now." And
The battle of the turf.
son, he put, oh yes.
The battle.
I hope they change that because they need to. And a hat trick in the second half, bro.
Giacomakis.
Giacomakis.
Yeah, Atlanta's looking like legit. Like New England, luckily, we're bad. They're worse.
Yeah. they're with us right now. Carlos Gil just re-signed too, which is I don't know how that, and he did score. He seems to be their only shining light right now.
I saw that and I was like, why would he want to stay there?
He re-signed and there's no promise for that team. Hey, look, man. Well, if you gonna pay me, you gonna pay me, right?
I legitimately saw that news flash and I was like, why would you want to stay there?
Yeah. No.
Look,
I'm good.
Atlanta's ninth in the table right now. That was their first win, and
it was a big statement when in front
statement.
of their hand, a big crowd, big crowd,
72,
pretty much. Yeah, but I think like 70,000.
70,000?
We'll call it 70. Like they didn't have anything tarped up. They didn't have all the things come. It was all open. I feel like when Atlanta's that team now that it's fun when they're good. The league is fun when they're good too. You know, like people say, like LA is
because
LA is good.
Visually, as a neutral, you could say, watching their games when they're at home, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
the stadium, I've been there a couple times. The stadium is really nice. Like it's really state of the art. It's really like wow. Like this is what the future of stadiums is. Like this is dope.
Unfortunately, there's nothing to do in Atlanta except for getting robbed
and catching the hibbity jibbity.
I'm not even cutting this up. I'm not trying to edit shit.
Strap up, boys and girls. There's creepy crawlers out there.
Oh man, I don't even know if I can say that. We don't endorse what you say. You're on this pod.
I'm just speaking factual.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Oh man, we going down.
Yeah, bro. So what happens when David's not here?
Exactly. We got nobody to freaking
to rein us in real quick. Like, nah. Oh man, but yeah, no. Atlanta looks like they're good.
He's never leaving us alone again.
Ever. This is the one and only time.
He thinks right now. It's funny because he's gonna listen to this and he's gonna find out in this very moment, just
right
like
now.
everybody else, that he texted us about 2 hours ago talking about how to go, and I literally said, "Don't answer."
Like,
don't answer.
I was gonna say haven't yet, but Sanchez was like, nah.
I was like, don't answer, so he thinks we're recording now.
At all, bro. We were watching like the Knicks. We were watching
the Knickerbockers. We watching doop.
Oh man, can't wait to rub that in their face. Land this ship. A lot of stuff that in the league. This has been a little bit of a slow news week for the league.
Yeah,
but one thing that seems to just kind of once again, these refs. It's starting to become now where a lot of matches are little It's the moments. It's not becoming like, oh shit, it's a missed red card or this and the third. It's you let these couple advantages kind of go when it should have been called back. Hey, you should have stopped. That should have been a foul, or stop. Hey, the ball rolling, in that game winner against us.
You know what's another thing? Also, the lack of control of the game.
Yeah,
like in the sense that allowing players to be chirpy with you, and be able to have that reaction towards you when
you feel overwhelmed.
Yeah,
and I could see, you're scabs. You're out here you're not.
You fear for your life.
You fear your word. Like,
no, I'm kidding.
but you're not. This is not something you're used to. But it's crazy. And it's been found out now that every team just needs to put in like $100K, like $90 to $100K per team, so that the refs get everything that they're asking for. And it's like,
it comes down to a 25. I saw 25 cents a fan.
Son, I saw that. I'm sorry, I had to do it. I saw somebody put like the breakdown, and I just had to put the "In the Eyes of the Angels" for 25 cents a day. You too
can save a
ref.
Can you for 25 cents a day? You too can save a ref. Here it is.
What's up? Sorry, but just petting a dog.
You got that?
Which one?
I don't know which ref's name.
I mean, there's a
Look, here's Mark Geiger.
Nah. You know what's funny?
You could feed him.
We know refs. And there's some refs that we know by name. If we know you by name, is a problem. But there's refs that you just know from like how just obviously.
Armando Villarreal, 2021 MLS Cup referee. You missed that play. Maybe you shouldn't get paid.
Nah.
That was a foul. Maybe we try something new, guys.
I like how in one breath we just we're back on like fuck you, nah.
You know what I mean? Like there's still refs at the end of the day.
Nah. It's like, but you hit. It's one of those like we hate because like, oh man, I'm trying to find the phrasing. Like when you it's like, I'm mean to you because you're my brother, but no one else can be mean to you.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I'll tell you suck, but you're my ref. So it's like, all right. Like, it's the league. Like, it happens. But it's just right now, it's looking like this is what we're going to have to deal with. And I don't want to have a league. Like, it feels like you're going to run into a moment where things is just going to boil. Tata is becoming vocal now about you agreed on something, and then it comes down to this, and then we change it on the spot.
To be fair, the one person, player, or team that can actually force somebody to do something is Miami,
and that's why I'm with it. That's why I'm glad
that Martino. If Messi were to come out and say, "Yo, these refs suck," that deal is done.
That deal's done tomorrow.
Before Messi took a shower, that deal was signed.
That deal's signed, bro.
Yeah, MLS folds.
Absolutely. But again, we're dealing with state media.
Yeah, that's the other thing. So now MLS apparently is telling broadcasters, radio and Apple TV people to not mention the referees being replacement refs when it's the biggest story in the league. We spoke about that last week. So now, but people who watch the games
live
on
and
TV
broadcast
are noticing that they're not showing replays of questionable offsides
for anything
or questionable plays. They're not really showing the replays because showing the replay could show the possibility of the ineptitudes of these referees.
My man said I booked out the thesaurus.
That's
what you get on Fridays. NYC versus the world
via Tuesday. Because it's definitely Tuesday. It's definitely Tuesday right now. The world could end by Friday, and then in 17,000 years, they're gonna find this SD card,
and we're gonna be here.
Talking about this replacement refs. All right,
but how you not showing replays? Like again, we are really that whole like WWE comment from Alexis that we mentioned, it's state media. Like, yo, it's scary.
It's
scary.
clear. It's clear what's happening.
Like, it's not working out.
People, not to be political or anything, but people brought up on the elections prior, like presidential elections prior, about fake news and like propaganda being fed. This is basically the same thing.
Yeah.
It's basically censoring people who are supposed to be journalists, right? Before they signed with Apple, they were some former journalists,
and now they can't do that.
And censoring them, and they can't talk about things. And then the way as a viewer, if I was to be a neutral and I know nothing about nothing, and I'm watching the game, I would want to see the replays of what just happened. Maybe you don't by audibly say the referees are replacement refs, but visually I can't see. I can't see what's going on. I'm missing what's going on. So why can't you show me the replay?
Yeah, like I want to see that if it's offsides. Like,
yeah,
it's part of the game. Just show the replay. I don't understand why it's becoming a big deal. Unfortunately, the league is now with Leagues Cup this week or at the beginning of this week. Every team is posting the same video where they're saying more than soccer, more than this, but more importantly, they're saying more than fans.
More than fans.
This is Leagues Cup, and it's like the tone deaf of that message.
Like,
you're already having your fans are already not liking this because of everything going on with the Open Cup. Sorry, the tournament clearly cash grab,
clearly
big money. That's all you want, and then you're saying it's more than. What do you mean more than soccer? More than fans? This is the second year of this tournament. Really, it's more than nothing. It's more than itself last year. That's all it is.
It's more of that. I don't care.
Yeah, that's all it is, and. It hopefully they figured it out, but this league is looking you're looking very evil empire to everybody. Whereas before you kind of we still had a little bit of things here to fight for you or fight use like to tell our people, hey, now this league is actually good.
It's hard. It gets harder. It gets harder and harder to defend.
Yeah, defend
the league and to talk positive of the league when we know what's going on. You know, like
especially because we're in day out.
Exactly. A neutral would not realize that first what's going on.
Yeah,
but we'll start asking questions at some point if they trying to stick around.
Yeah, and like with the Open Cup, and we don't have to like stay on this. You got teams like San Jose. Who's essentially like drop shipping their youth team, their 2 team, to another club because that club competes with Oakland Roots, and there's like a politics there.
So basically, they just built a rivalry, / robbery of fans
of local soccer.
Yeah, in the Oakland area.
Yeah, so it's just like it just doesn't look good whatsoever, and we love this. We love the league and that it's our league. People running it, I'm good on. Like it's looking like we're primed for something else. But let's talk about some of the games that we were looking forward to next week, and then kind of close it out from here.
All right, we were both agreed on this game. How about remember we said also week 3. Now it's week 4, and it's 2 good teams. Red Bull versus
Columbus.
It's in Columbus, I believe.
Yeah, they're in Columbus. Yeah, Columbus already looking like they're gonna be in the running. New York, thinking New York. I don't know why they put them down as New York on the MLS app. Like, it's Red Bull. Red Bull looking like how they're looking. This is the ultimate litmus test.
This right here is quite possibly, if things continue the way they are, this could be a late playoff matchup.
Yeah.
There's a little Sampito right here.
So
of Columbus reigning MLS champions and Red Bull New York, the never MLS champions.
Word. So we said, because we both said that one off the top. So I'm choosing LA Galaxy versus St. Louis because
hosting St.
Louis. So the Galaxy hosting St. Louis. Just because these are 2 teams that just look like they're gonna just go at each other like 90 minutes of just nonstop.
Yeah.
Or St. Louis can just do what it sometimes does, and it just drops back and catch you on the counter.
Either way, it has the possibilities of being
it's a
very
fun match.
exciting match in one way or another. Either
Yeah,
back and forth or one team dominating the other. It's still it would still be a good match, I believe. I'm gonna go with there's a little rivalry match this weekend, a little cute one, a little thing called I don't even know what's the nickname of this rivalry match. It's the
I-95 is what they were calling it early on.
Mr. Irrelevant versus Atlanta. We're back to Atlanta with Orlando Town FC.
Mr. Irrelevant. It's the sneak disses that get me all the time.
You know, Orlando Town FC. So they call it Orlando City. We were talking about this earlier.
Word.
I believe the sign says "Welcome to the town of Orlando,"
Facts.
not "Welcome to the city of Orlando."
Your municipalities and shit, you know? Yeah, town codes.
You're the village of Orlando.
Word.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, man.
Some guy dressed in the purple furry is going to be really mad watching this show.
Word.
But historically, it's a rivalry. And once again, they're in Atlanta. In the Benz, as somebody might call it, or the toilet bowl, or the booty hole, whatever you want to call it.
Where are you going with the booty hole?
That's how it looks like from the top.
It looks like a booty hole? Is that what? That is wild. That is wild. If you made it this far into this episode, leave a comment.
I'm looking for an aerial view of the stadium.
I've seen the stadium. It look like something. I don't know.
Either a booty hole or like a.
I guess when it's open
like
up,
a cheese Danish.
Like a cheese. Yo,
tell me that, bro. The ones you get from the cart. From the Ock in the city, bro.
I don't want to.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't want to.
Just $2.
I don't want to put a cheese Danish from Ock and a booty hole at the same visual.
That shit look like a bagel when they put too much cream cheese and they squeeze it.
It really does. It shit look like a bagel. I'm gonna try because again I'm editing this. I'm gonna try.
You either put a booty hole on the screen, split screen the booty hole.
Hey yo, I'm gonna try to get the bagel stuffed and then the Benz, but nah. Anything else you want to hit on before? I think we went way over the time we said we were gonna be in.
Listen, bro. We put this burden upon ourselves.
I know. Oh, upon ourselves.
My bad.
Yeah, I was like,
I did it for the peoples. There's people listening to this.
Yo, I want to say,
people really like this
people
show.
are fucking with this. People are fucking with this.
You know, I think we've gotten more positive feedback off this show
than our regular show.
We actually got people from across the country listening to this show.
Appreciate y'all.
You know what I mean?
Share it to the moon. All that shit.
Like,
subscribe, all that.
And everybody who's been around listening to us for a few years now from the beginning, thank you.
Thank you.
And share it because, you know, like we do this for free. And you said earlier that it's starting to feel like a job.
Yeah.
And
after a while, it really does.
And as long as people keep watching and listening and liking and sharing and all this stuff, we'll keep doing it. Or at least I'll keep doing it. And we'll keep doing it.
Yeah, it's fun. But we appreciate you, everybody. But do, if you can, share it. Like, just share it. Follow the page. What are all that extra stuff? I think that's pretty good. Let's see how this goes without Dave on edit mode. If you see discrepancies like Kate Middleton pictures, if there's like a different color from shot to shot, or if there is similarities in the knuckles, or there's a glitch in the cuffs. If not,
it's Yousef's just working on it. All right, we're letting you know.
I tried.
The pictures are edited up front.
Hey, Dave,
what they're doing over there across the pond.
All right, let's land it.
It's crazy.
We'll see y'all next week on some more hygiene.
What?
I was gonna look
hygiene.
I said hygiene.
Hijinks.
There you go.
You know?
Hey, look.
Because we're the most decorated tag team of all time right now.
Word.
And
there you go. Bye.
Bye.
That's so perfect.